God can speak to your memory can open up. When you thank God, God can speak to that husband. That husband that is looking for a way to locate you, that has not come yet, God can speak. When Jonah thanked God, do you notice God spoke to the fish, and the fish vomited him? Whatever holding your blessings, thanksgiving can activate divine intervention. God can speak and they can release your blessing. Learn to thank God. Don't just thank God because it's the end of the year. Make it part of your life. It's one way to provoke divine intervention. Whatever is holding your blessings, when you thank God, God will speak. God will speak. Whatever holding your marital destiny, when you thank God, God speaks. Whatever holding your financial breakthrough, when you thank God, God speaks. Whatever holding your next level, when you thank God, God speaks. And every time God speaks, who is a man not to hear him? Are you following me here now? So there is the divine intervention that takes place because men thank God. And I'm praying tonight that you are going to thank God. Oh, you're not responding to me now. You are going to thank God in the name of Jesus. Everything can hear God when you hear thanksgiving. Everything can hear God. There is nothing that can hear God. Even fish blew away that swallowed Jonah, thinking that he has mortgaged the destiny of Jonah. But Jonah understood the power of thanksgiving. He thanked God and God spoke. And tonight, God will speak for you. You didn't hear me. I said God will speak for you. God will speak into your 2026. Oh, you're not hearing me. God will speak into your 2026. Your 2026 will be full of testimonies. I say your 2026, in fact, beginning from this night, testimonies will surround you like a charo in the name of Jesus. Another reason why we thank God. Thanksgiving brings supernatural peace. Philippians chapter 4 from verse 6 to 7. Peace, supernatural peace. Peace is not the absence of problem. Peace is that God's given ability not to lose your mind in the presence of problem. Peace is the working of God to bring stillness and calmness in the presence of turbulent situation. That is peace. And nothing provoked peace than thanksgiving. Look at the book of Philippians chapter 4 from verse 6 to 7. Can we read together? Want to go? Careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer, supplication, with what? Let your requests be made known unto the Lord. Look at the next verse, verse 7. And the peace of God which passeth all understanding shall keep what? And mind through what? Now sometimes you are wondering, how will I survive? How will I survive? Life is hard. Life is difficult. I'm teaching you the way to survive, not to lose your mind, not to lose your mental health, is through thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is the antidote to experience the peace of God where there is anxiety. So much anxiety. The only way to experience the peace of God where there is so much anxiety is by thanking God. The Bible said, be anxious for nothing. Anxiety is one of the infirmity that is upon man. Every man is anxious. There are principal reasons why men are anxious. Number one, what to wear. Number two, what to eat. Number three, where to sleep. Number four, academics performance. Will I do academically? Will I pass? Will I fail? To make it in life is the reason why men are anxious. Now, because of anxiety, many things do a lot of things because of anxiety. Because of anxiety, you see people going to do Yahoo, people going to do a lot of things. Now, God is showing us the antidote in your heart. In your heart. Imagine writing an exam and yet you didn't read like others. Instead of you to fidget like others, you are calm. You are not moved. You are not moved. You are calm. Others are fidgeting. I didn't cover this. I didn't cover this. I didn't cover it somewhere saying I covered everywhere. What is happening? Is it that me I came to school to escort people? You are just wondering. Like when I was in year 3, we were about to write biochemistry. I don't know what took my leg to where they were doing revision before exam. You know where they used to do revision before exam? I just joined them. And I started hearing things I've not seen in my textbook. Things I've not seen in my textbook, I started hearing them. This guy was talking this one. This guy was saying this one was saying, this I've not seen in my textbook. It was then I realized that you can fail exam before you actually write the exam. In fact, from that day, I decided not to meet people from that day. You know, I was just a fresh year two guy. I saw people discussing, you know, that discussion you do. In fact, that discussion sometimes will make you fail 1,000 times before you fail the real failure. That discussion. Somebody would say something that I read in this textbook, I read in this material. Oh, you didn't know the material that came out last night? We saw one material that came out last night. Anxiety everywhere. It has already destabilized you. You're already a victim before the battle took place. But the guy that knows Thanksgiving will start finding him. You start thanking God. Start thanking God. Start thanking God. You enter the exam hall, you submit this into your hands, and God say, my son, right. You are just right. Right. Meanwhile, when you saw it before, 5 questions, you don't know anyone in that 5 questions, but you see yourself asking for extra sheet. Oh, what is happening here is when you now know that you have an unction of the Holy One. There's a spirit that teaches you all things. An unction. Something somewhere has been activated by virtue of your trust in God. You that saw 5 questions, you didn't know any of them, but you are writing extra sheet. Where is that knowledge coming from? You are just right. Right. Hand is going like this. Hand is going like this. Result came out and you came out with an A. We have seen this repeatedly. Even the guy that said the material came out last night. That was how F came out the same night with them. The material came out last night. I pray may God baptize you with the spirit of thanksgiving tonight in the name of Jesus. If you know thanksgiving, your blood pressure will not be high. How can you be a young person, your blood pressure is 140, 90? Young person thinking. You can't sleep. Every time you close your eye at night, you are thinking of what you become. Blood pressure is high. Young people having blood pressure because of too much thinking. I'm showing you a way out of anxiety, a way out of depression. I hope you know that depression starts with anxiety. When you become anxious of the unknown, you start thinking your way into depression. Before you know, you now become depressed. What is depression? You have not seen any answer that can answer your deepest question. No answer. And the only way to respond is to feel that you don't want this life. As depression is about to kick in, the next thing that happens is that Satan takes you to the place of isolation and said, this life is not for you. You are good as that. Before you know, thoughts start flooding your spirit. Why not end it? Why not end it? Why not end it? Before you know, you start thinking, how do I end it? I want to end it lightly. Will I buy rope and use my fan? Will I use sniper? You don't know depression is real. Now, when you finally finish depression, there's another heavier depression you will meet in hellfire. You know, people think that if they just kill themselves now, they will end pain. They will end anxiety. If I just die now, we end all this things. You're not ending it, you are starting the biggest one. In fact, part of the reason why you go to hell is because you ended the life that you didn't create. That's part of the reason why God will allow you to get straight tickets to hellfire. God will send you straight to hell because you didn't create the life. You don't have the authority to what? End the life. Depression is not the answer. The answer is thanksgiving. When you start thanking God, I can assure you the peace of God will start flooding into your spirit. As you start thanking God, you will never see me depressed. Never. God. I've done meeting before, printed flyer everywhere. People that came for the meeting were not up to 30. Because I understand that when you thank God, you are closing channels through which Satan will use to make it to antidote.